Barbara, I think we can start, correct? Well, welcome to 2021, the FIDIC Annual Project Award. I'm delighted to welcome all of you. For those who participated in the FIDIC GAM not too long ago, thank you very much for your patience and being able to join us. And for those who just recently joined us, it's been a very challenging and interesting 2 weeks. This is one of the items that's coming towards the end. Last year, because of the COVID, we did not have our usual prestigious award of projects. And we've learned some lesson from that particular exercise. Whilst it's not going to be the same as having physical presence in a very nice area where we could celebrate, we are making a go at it and try at least to recognize what is happening in the industry by showcasing what our member firms are doing. Fantastic project, contributing to the community, and it is really my pleasure and a delight this afternoon to welcome our president, Bill Howard, and his team to join us in the presentation of the award. Bill, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Nelson, for that introduction. What we are going to be doing today is awarding the President's Award, the Prangey Award, and then a number of project awards. And Alan Bentajak and Linda Da will assist me in that latter part of our program. The first part of the program is the award of the President's Award. So today I am honored to announce the year 2021 winner of the President's Award, which is given to a FIDIC member other than a past president for his or her contribution to FIDIC over the years. This year's winner is Andrew Reed. Andrew is a chartered professional electrical engineer with 30 years of experience, actually more than that. At Pedersen Reed, Andrew is responsible for the financial and general management of the company, major project conceptual design through detailed design, client liaison and advocacy, and project strategic planning and risk analysis. He has particular interests and expertise in strategic infrastructure planning and security risk analysis. Andrew has dedicated his entire career to furthering best practices in engineering consulting. He is a board member and past president and an honorary life member of the Association of Consulting Engineers of New Zealand, and is an Innovative New Zealand Awards judge. He is a past president of Engineering New Zealand and a deputy chair of the Chartered Professional Engineers Council. He's on the Engineering Program Advisory Committee of ARA, formerly Christchurch Polytechnical Institute of Technology, providing industry input into the design of engineering degrees and diplomas. Andrew is chair of FIDIC's Business Practices Committee. This is one of FIDIC's most important and active units. Over the years, the committee has produced numerous best practice documents on subjects of tremendous importance to the consulting engineering industry, including guidance documents on best practices for an engineering firm, quality-based procurement of engineering services, and quality guidance for the successful operation of a consulting engineering firm during the COVID-19 pandemic, which he and his committee produced almost immediately after the pandemic hit all of us. The committee is charged with identifying changes in business practices and innovation trends, communicating FIDIC's value proposition, and advising the FIDIC board on all aspects of business practices in the consulting engineering industry. Andrew is the consummate professional. He has achieved a great deal in his business and has given back to the profession in many ways. FIDIC is very thankful that Andrew has shared his leadership skills with us. He's a real life example of the expression, if you want something done, assign it to someone who's incredibly busy. Congratulations, Andrew, on your well-deserved receipt of this award. And now I think Helen Davidson might be there to offer a remark or two, or?
I believe so. Barbara, would you like to bring Helen Davidson in?
Yes, they are both.
Thank you.
Andrew and Helen.
And Andrew as well. Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
we can-
You can't hear.
It's Ian
Oh,
Fraser
her
here.
video's not working, so, although we can see you, Helen.
Bill, if I can, it's Ian
Oh,
Fraser here.
yeah.
I'm the president of ACE in New Zealand,
Okay.
and Helen's provided me her dial-in.
Okay.
As our CEO, she's provided me her dial-in this evening. I guess I would just like to reinforce all the kind words you said around Andrew's contribution to FIDIC, to Engineering New Zealand and the Association of Consultants and Engineers in New Zealand. His massive contribution over the last 15 is, I don't think anybody comes close to it. And we're so appreciative of the effort and the contribution he makes here in New Zealand. And it's so exciting to see it recognized on the international stage today. So thank you very much for the opportunity to comment.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Is Andrew available?
Andrew. You may
Andrew,
be
your
muted.
microphone is not working. No, he's unmuted, so it's a microphone problem.
Right. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now. Yes. Excellent.
Can I say thank you, Bill, and thank you, Nelson. And I'm extremely embarrassed and extremely honoured to be receiving this. I don't feel as though I deserve it. I enjoy what I do, both for ACNZ and very much for FIDIC, and have enjoyed all my efforts over the years. Can I make a comment? I feel a little bit sorry for Bill, who spent 2 years sitting at home doing all this work for FIDIC, rather than directly engaging with people. And that's one of the things that I've really enjoyed with FIDIC, is meeting some amazing people from around the world, with the Secretariat, the presidents, the past presidents, and even the incoming president, Mr. Barry. So look, thank you. I'm very, very honoured and very much appreciate the sentiment. Thank you.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
Andrew.
Thank you, Andrew, and congratulations. And you deserve this award. Embarrassment is not something you should even think about. And I didn't for a moment think about the interesting scenario we have of a president coming in from Australia and an award recipient from New Zealand. Maybe it's good we got that under the radar before Tony takes over. So with that, I'd like to move. Actually, there will be a trophy and an award presentation sent to you, Andrew, in some fashion. So that'll be something to look forward to. The next award is the Louis Prangey Award. And it's with wholehearted endorsement of the FIDIC board that I am pleased that our past presidents have chosen Dick KELL as the winner of FIDIC's most prestigious award, the Prangey Award for the year 2021. Dick is a civil engineer and an honors graduate from the University of Sydney, Australia in 1959. He joined Sydney-based consulting engineers McMillan and Britton when the staff numbered only 8 people. He worked on the bridge and building structures and project management elements of his firm. His firm's involvement in the Sarawak, Malaysia Bridges project, commencing in 1964, launched his long career on projects outside of Australia, principally in the Asia-Pacific region, one of the first engineering firms in Australia to do so. Dick became managing director of McMillan, Britton and KELL in 1975 as the firm grew in numbers and scope of services. MBK merged with Queensland firm Cardinal and Davies in 1999, and Dick KELL became the chairman of Cardinal Group and set about with others to grow the combined firm while he continued managing major engineering projects. Cardinal has now over 7,000 staff and offices throughout Australia and worldwide. Dick was chairman throughout Cardinal's successful initial public offering listing on the Australian Stock Exchange in 2004. Cardinal provides professional services in engineering and social infrastructure. Cardinal has offices throughout Australia and some 60 countries. Dick retired as a director in 2006, but continues to work on Cardinal projects as a senior consultant. Dick KELL has spent his working life as an engineer, project manager, and director on infrastructure engineering, specializing in commercial and public buildings, site developments, bridges, roads, marine, and industrial facilities. Dick was president of FIDIC from 2003 to 2005. In his FIDIC roles, he traveled extensively to meet with consulting engineers throughout the world. He's been a convener of the FIDIC Governance Task Force, the Business Practice Committee and Strategic Review Task Force, and an ex officio member of the Contracts Committee, in which he was responsible for the FIDIC Multilateral Development Bank Harmonized Contract. Dick has been quite influential in steering FIDIC to new and exciting directions. Among other achievements, he helped us build strong relationships with Asian countries, including China, expanded our training programs, and supported the development of our strategic plans. Dick was president of the Association of Consulting Engineers of Australia from 1994 to 1995, and was an inaugural member of the advisory board FIDIC Training Center in Tsinghua, University of Beijing, China. Dick was made a member of the Order of Australia in 1998 for services to Australia in engineering, particularly bridge engineering and international affairs. He is a fellow of the Australian Academy of Technological Sciences and Engineering and an honorary fellow of the Institution of Engineers Australia. He was the recipient of the Institution of Engineers Australia John Connell Medal for Structural Engineering in 2000 and an Australian Centenary Medal in 2001. Dick has been a director of public and private companies. He is a rugby fanatic outside of engineering and business and enjoys opera, skiing, and relaxing at his beach house. I also have a few quotes from people who serve with Dick on the board. First is from Eigil Pettersson. I worked closely with Dick on the executive committee since his election in 1999 through our periods as vice presidents and immediate vice presidents till 2005. During that period, I witnessed a dedicated contribution to the development of FIDIC as the global representative of our profession, with a profound respect for the diversity of the membership, small or large, developed or less developed countries or economies. His own professional history from work in East Asia has been an invaluable support to the development of FIDIC's members in that region. At the same time, he's also managed to be a key player in developing his own firm and his national association. He's managed to run this multitask operation with patience most of the time, and always with a good portion of humor. That is the understatement. The award shall go to Dick, but we all know he could not have achieved so much without the support of Anne. The next quote is from Greg Stamopoulos. I was elected to the FIDIC Executive Committee the same year that Dick became president. and served with him for 2 years of his presidency. During this period and subsequently, I got to know Dick and appreciated his dedication to FIDIC, which he promoted and excellently in many, many ways. His good humor is unparalleled, and over the years, I considered him to be a friend whom I was honored to be associated with. And finally, from Jorge Padilla, we worked as a team for several years, during which it always amazed me and continues amazing me about Dick's energy and selflessness commitment to FIDIC. After his presidency, he continues waving the FIDIC flag with passion. With that, congratulations, Dick, for an incredible career and recognized in this award. And now I believe Anne might be there to say a word or two, and perhaps Dick, you might join us and say some words. And Dick, as an inside joke between you and me, could you speak in English, please?
I think I think Dick is ready to go. Yeah.
Yes, and Anne is.
And I have the trophy right here, and it's very beautiful and very heavy, and I don't want to drop it. Thank you to you, Tony Barry, for the new president, because he got me into this.
Yes.
And it's a great honour to be able to be here and to tell Dick how proud I am of him and all he's achieved. And thank you to Dr. Owen Shaken for getting me organised.
Thank you very much, Anne.
Thank you. Where did you get this from? This beautiful trophy.
Yes.
How did you get that?
Oh, it's
This-
from halfway around the world, so it's very
Yes.
exciting.
I'm almost lost for words. Bill, you'll pick up the almost. And look, this is a huge honour. It just so happens that I had champagne here to drink in honour of Tony Barry, so I can drink it in my own honour as well. I always admired people who got the Prangey Awards because they had done so much, and I don't feel quite up to their standard, but I'm very pleased to join. That will be right now. Yes, yes, yes. That will be right. Yes, you can sit down now. And now, I wonder, Bill, if you'd allow me 2 or 3 minutes to, I'll waffle a bit because it's come as such a surprise and such an honour. And I do have to start, however, by thanking Tony for that beautiful tribute he gave to me in his acceptance speech. Tony, I value your friendship enormously, and that of May as well. I recognised many years ago, when you were just starting on your connection with FIDIC, that your fantastic achievement with your great firm Oricon and with Consult Australia made it obvious that you were destined for a big gig at FIDIC, and I'm sure you'll do a marvellous job there. I also have to thank once again Bill. I mean, we're all saying the same thing, but I think Andrew Reid made the point that you have done all this hard work, Bill, and you've got up at 4 in the morning and all this, and you have missed out on the pleasure of getting around the world to meet with the FIDIC family. I can say this, that FIDIC has been a defining part of my life. Well, I should include Anne in that as well, because it's been a defining part of her life as well. And our first conference was in Dublin in 1988. And I thought, this is a pretty good outfit here. It is doing good things, and it can do a lot more, and I was hooked. And I believe in the expression that the world is run by those who turn up. And I was already involved with the ACEA, as it was, our member association in Australia, But I then took to, as well as that, took to the FIDIC connection, and mainly through ASPAC, the Asia Pacific grouping, and I met those most marvellous, I was already working very extensively in a number of Asian countries, and I met many more of those terrific engineers from our part of the world, the Asian part of the world.
We seem to have lost communication on that.
Person, Fat McLoughlin, and I was so pleased, and I can now reveal that I had the Australian vote that year, and I voted for Fatma, not for myself, because I felt that that was a great thing for FIDIC. And but I had the distinct advantage of working under two great presidents in Wayne Bowes and Igor Peterson, and they were outstanding people. But then the members of the executive committee then and since have been outstanding. And we did, as Bill mentioned, we got some things done. And I thought, I think it was almost on day one, the new young John Boyd had been elected to the FIDIC executive committee as it was then, and he turned up on day one with sustainability. And I thought, this is right, this is what we should be doing, and sustainability became a key plank of FIDIC, and it remains that way. And look how important it is these days with climate change, the threat of climate change. We consolidated the relationship with CNAC through the marvellous Chairman Sher and Tang Ping, and we got things moving there. And look where the FCL and FCS, I think I have it right, has now moved, and what opportunities that brings for FIDIC and for the world of engineering. And of course, we ended up with the great conference in Beijing, in 2005, which was my final act. And for those who were not there, my last event for FIDIC was to speak from the stage, that huge stage in the Great Hall of the People. And we also, in 2004, at the Copenhagen conference, the Danish Association and STEAM brought forward the Young Professionals Training Program. And I was just blown away with the opportunities, and it's still there. And it's one of the best things that FIDIC has done. And it is feeding into the FIDIC organisation, those brilliant young people, in our future leaders. And of course, as was mentioned, I negotiated and signed with Amanda Arroyo, the head of procurement at the World Bank, the MDB version, which consolidated FIDIC's presence as preeminent in contracts and training in the infrastructure industry worldwide. And that continues, that's been picked up by others, and that continues and expands to this day. But above and beyond all of that, I had the pleasure of visiting our member associations in almost 50 countries, and met such wonderful people. So I have had all those privileges. So it is, in a way, a little unfair that I should get an award, but I have continued on, as was indicated. Since stepping down as president, I've continued to represent FIDIC at conferences, mainly in the Asian region and in New Zealand, of course. But the set of conferences that I've really enjoyed are with my dear friend, Professor Sawano from Indonesia, who is on the board. I'm so pleased about that. And I've spoken and presented at his conferences, FIDIC conferences, many times over the years. And while I'm still vertical, I will be quite happy to continue doing that. So that's enough. The Prangey Award is a culmination of my career, and I do thank you so sincerely. It comes as a surprise, and I am humbled. I will say this, that the world has got some horrendous challenges ahead. COVID, of course, is the immediate one, but climate change is floating above all of this and will continue to increasingly make our lives challenging. Engineers, and FIDIC in particular, will play a leading part in addressing this and saving the world for humanity. I'm very confident of that, and I believe that with the President Tony Barry and with the great board that is there, and of course my great friend Dr. Nelson Ogun Shaken. I should have mentioned I first met Nelson in Dublin in 2003, I think it was. No, in 2003 I met Nelson. So with Nelson, with Tony, with the board, I'm sure you'll do great things. And again, thank you very much. I am deeply honoured.
Thank you very much, Dick. And now, Nelson.
Well, thank you very much, Bill, and thank you, Dick. Congratulations on this recognition. Ideally, we will have opportunity to have a proper beer or wine, but when we get to the next conference, I'm sure we have opportunity to celebrate. We're now going to move into the project award. And this is an award that was created, just for the record of those who are new to the FIDIC world, in 2013 at the centenary of FIDIC. And the very first award of project was actually launched in Barcelona under the leadership and guidance of Pablo. And so it is my pleasure to say, yes, last year we were unable to do it because of the COVID. And this year, while there was no expectation, we said we give it a go because our members firm are doing great job around the world. And it really gives me pleasure that today we have an opportunity to continue that, albeit virtual. And I'm going to hand over to Bill to take us through the process. Bill, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Nelson. First of all, as the first part of this program, I'd like to acknowledge and introduce the chair of our judging panel, our immediate past president, Elaine Bentajak. So Elaine, would you like to share a few words with us?
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Bill, and good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. As you mentioned, as immediate past president, I have the privilege of being the chair of the past president's council. And one of the main tasks of this council is to be also the judging panel for the FIDIC Awards. Last year, as mentioned by Nelson, we had no awards because of the pandemic. And this year, we took the decision to keep the awards in spite of the circumstances. And I think it was a wise decision. And we have been lucky to have many submissions, around 50 submissions, and I would say high quality submissions, very diverse in terms of size, in terms of sector, in terms of nature. Of course, we had some mega projects, but also some smaller projects, but very interesting in terms, for example, of sustainability or use of new technologies. So it was not that easy for the judging panel to do the ranking of the project, but at the end of the day, we came to a consensus on that. And I would like to thank really my fellow colleagues from the panel for their hard work and the meetings we had during the summer season at least in the Northern Hemisphere. And I'd like to thank especially Pablo Bueno, who is always very active on this process of the FIDIC Awards. Well, also to thank the Secretariat for their support. Of course, it was very, very important. So we have the ranking. I think that Bill and Linda will announce the winners for all these awards. Just to mention also that we have been discussing the process of the awards, and we as past president, we have some ideas on maybe the ways of improving the process for the next year in order to make these awards even more attractive for member associations and for the firms. And of course, hopefully we'll be able to have a in-person FIDIC award ceremony next year in Geneva. I think it's our common hope. So finally, no more comments, and I'd like to hand over the floor to Bill.
Thank you very much, Alain, and thank you once again the entire judging panel for their incredible work in looking over these projects. The FIDIC Project Awards promote the key FIDIC principles of quality, integrity, and sustainability. They celebrate outstanding projects where FIDIC member firms have had a major involvement, and they also help to publicize the work of consulting engineering firms and the contribution these firms make to our quality of life. They also encourage others to understand and support FIDIC principles. In addition, they encourage the use of FIDIC contracts and guidelines and support the aims of the Federation, which are to promote the use of international FIDIC best practices and resources. The recipients of this year's project awards will receive their trophies after the conference. They will be shipped to the relevant member association or any addresses they indicate to FIDIC. This year, the FIDIC judging panel, chaired again by President Alain Bentajak, decided to recognize projects in the following categories of merit, excellence, and outstanding project of the year. I am delighted now to invite Linda Bauer-Dar, the CEO of the American Council of Engineering Companies, to join me to deliver the presentation of the project awards. So now we come to the announcement of the winners. First of all, the recipients of the awards of merit, and there are 14 of them, and I will announce each award of merit winner, and then Linda will provide a very brief description of the award. And I'm looking at the screen, and I think we might have a glitch because the first project I have as an award of merit is from China, but I can jump around, and if you bear with me, a project award of merit goes to the McLoughlin Point Wastewater Treatment Plant Outfall. And Linda, if you could just give a brief description of that.
Bill, this is an underwater pipeline of 1.92 kilometers and 2,250 millimeters of diameter.
Thank you, Linda. Congratulations. Next award is from Canada as well, and it's the Old Crow Solar Project. Linda.
Bill, this is a solar project in the Arctic, which is playing a key role in reducing carbon emissions.
Thank you, Linda, and congratulations. The next is the Dali Lijiang Expressway in China.
And I'm looking in China. We are a little bit out of order here, but I found it, Bill. This is
Excellent.
An expressway. Yes, we're morning. This is an expressway of 259 kilometers and 98 kilometers of viaducts and 38 kilometers of tunnels. What a massive project.
Thank you and congratulations. The next project is also from China, and that's the Lanzhou Urban Rail Transit Line 1 project. Linda.
And that's a new urban rail of 25 kilometers transporting 160,000 passengers each day.
Congratulations. Next, we have the Shanghai Metro Line 11 North-South project.
That is a metro line of almost 142 kilometers.
Congratulations. The next award is the Hualfang Water Reclamation Plant.
Yes, also from China, the largest interior plant of the world.
Congratulations. And next we have the Wuhan Samyang Road Yangtze River Tunnel Project.
Yep, I am looking for it, Bill. Yes. So the Wuhan.
Yes. It's on page 6 on the middle, Linda.
Page 6 in the middle. Okay, here we go. Yeah, don't have that one. Bill, why don't you take this one
Okay,
for me? And
that's a
I'll
large tunnel of 4,660 meters with an exterior diameter of 15.2 meters. A very large tunnel, to say the least. So congratulations. And next we have the second Wuhu Yangtze River Bridge.
Okay, the second Wuhu Yangtze River Bridge is a suspension bridge of 55.5 kilometers of length and 6 lanes. Congratulations again, China.
Congratulations. Next award. The Central Tibet Power Interconnection Project, also in China.
And that's a power interconnection located in Tibet.
Thank you and congratulations. Next, we have the Qingyuan Pumped Storage Power Station in Guangdong, China.
And that's a 4 by 320 megawatt vertical shaft, single stage, Francis type reversible generators project, 470 meters.
Congratulations. The next award of merit winner is from India, the Bangalore Water Supply and Sewerage Project, which was Project 2, excuse me, which was funded by Japan. That's from India, Linda, on page 6.
Yep. And that is, congratulations, India. And that's a project that increases per capita water supply from 105 to 150 liters, a significant improvement of 356 MLD.
Congratulations. The next winner is construction of the world's largest Narendra Modi cricket stadium at Motera, Ahmedabad, as an award of merit. And that
Yes.
is also in India.
Also in India, also in India. And that is, in fact, now the world's largest cricket stadium. So that's great news for all you cricket fans out there.
Yes. Congratulations. And the next award from Indonesia, the Jakarta the Jakarta Mass Rapid Transit System Project Phase 1.
very important bill. That is the first mass rapid transit system in Jakarta, and it's 15.7 kilometers long with an elevated length of 9.8 kilometers.
Congratulations. And finally, in the Award of Merit category is the Hualfang Through Bridge, part of the Technical Infrastructure Development Project for the North Cam River New Urban Area in Vietnam.
Well, Bill, we all love our suspension bridges, and this is an iconic suspension bridge with a 200-meter span on both sides.
Thank you very much. And again, congratulations, and congratulations to all of our Award of Merit winners. The next category are 7 awards of excellence. And the awards of excellence for 2021. So could I get the first award up?
I see
It's on the
25
screen.
King, Bill.
It's on the screen.
25 King from Australia. So Bill,
Excuse
if-
me, I've got it. I'm sorry. 25 King, Australia. Pardon me for my ignorance on that, and maybe following you up, Linda, but congratulations to Australia. And Linda, if you could describe that one.
Absolutely. It's an award-winning project that includes the world's best tall building under 100 meters from the Council on Tall Buildings and Urban Habitat. And we know how prestigious that is.
Thank you, and congratulations, Australia. The next winner is from Canada, the Mid-Halton Wastewater Treatment Plant Micro Hydro Facility. Linda.
That is an innovative hydroelectric power station constructed within a tunnel at a wastewater treatment plant.
Congratulations, Canada. Next, we have the Chengdu Guiyang High-Speed Railway in China. Linda.
This major high-speed rail line is 648 miles long and connects southwest China and its southeast coastal areas. The project includes the Jinsha River Bridge with a high-speed railway in the upper deck and a road highway in the lower deck.
Thank you, Linda. Congratulations. Next is the Pingtang Bridge, also in China.
So Bill, this is the largest concrete bridge in the world with a central pillar 322 meters high.
Thank you and congratulations. And next, also in China, we have the Beijing Daxing International Airport. Linda.
So that is an airport that's able to host 72 million passengers with 4 landing tracks. The airport terminal is 1.4 million square meters and is the largest anti-seismic building in the world. These are some really major projects this year. And by the way, those of my colleagues from the United States that are wondering why we're not in there this year, it's because we didn't submit, but we will be back next year. So watch out for us to pick up and just, intensify the competition a little bit. We'll be in there next year.
Thank you very much for that, Linda.
For you, Bill, that's for you, in honor of you.
But thank you. The next project is from France, and it's the new coastal road viaduct on Reunion Island. Linda.
That is a new road of 5,400 meters with a viaduct over the sea. There's some beautiful pictures there.
Yes, excellent project and congratulations. And finally, from India, the sustainable water supply to rural habitations in the Gadag District of the Karnataka state in India. Linda.
Yeah, that is a project that brings water to 1.5 million people, and which is making a truly significant difference to people's lives.
Thank you, Linda. And that completes our awards of excellence, and congratulations to all of our winners. Excellent, excellent projects. And finally, it's my honor to announce the recipient of the Outstanding Project of the Year. And that is in China for the Hong Kong Zhuhai-Macao Bridge. Linda, please describe this fantastic project.
The pictures are stunning. So this project includes an amazing series of bridges and tunnels of 55 kilometers connecting Hong Kong with Macau and Zhuhai. One tunnel of 5.7 kilometers is 40 meters under the sea level. Congratulations, China.
Yes, congratulations. And reading that description was just stunning. That one project, just a phenomenal scope of that particular project. So congratulations for our Outstanding Project of the Year. And congratulations to all of our recipients of the Awards of Excellence and the Awards of Merit. All of these projects showcase engineering and the work of our construction and infrastructure sector, and are making a real difference to the communities and populations that they serve. FIDIC is delighted to be able to promote this work and to highlight its importance to society. And I think we will never, ever do enough of that, but it really is core to our mission in FIDIC to communicate to the world the great things that engineers and our partners in the infrastructure space do. It's very, very important, and not enough people on the planet really understand all the work that engineers do. And if I could just close with one other comment, and we were reviewing other awards earlier, I think for member associations, and there was a quote from a CEO of a member association or a firm that basically said that engineers have probably saved more lives over the years than the medical profession. And it's certainly not a knock on the medical profession or anyone associated with it, particularly what they are struggling with in this pandemic and everything else. But it's something that I think, frankly, I never really thought about. But when you think about it just for a few seconds, you know, it's true. I mean, we do great stuff, and we really solve a lot of the world's problems and make them a lot healthier. As an environmental engineer, there are plenty of pieces of evidence to back that up. So thank you, everyone, for submitting. Thanks to the past presidents for reviewing the awards. And as Alan, as you mentioned, we want to try every year to make them better and better. Something that I might share that now, as I am the chair of the past presidents, you guys have handed off to me. So I'm looking forward to working with you, and especially our member associations in FIDIC, to find ways to make these awards better and better and better every year. Our journey is never over. So Linda, thanks again, and thanks for thinking on your feet a little bit as we were jumping around on the script. But I enjoy working with you, Linda. I think that's the first time you and I have had a chance to do something together. I look forward to future events. So with that, back to you, Nelson.
Well, thank you very much, President Bill Howard, and thank you very much to the judging panel under the leadership of Alan Bentijak and all our past presidents who've taken an active role in making this a success. It may not be perfect. We have two choices. We either don't do anything or we give it a go. We took the direction to have a go, and even though it's not as good as it should be, but at least we had a go. Hopefully, when we have a real conference in the near future, we can improve on that. So, Linda, thank you very much for your fantastic contribution. I owe you a big one, but you have to let me into DC, and then I have to pay for that. There's a lot of things we planned that didn't come to fruition for all the reasons that you know. Now, at this point in time, Bill thinks it's over. That's what Bill thinks. He thinks it's over. We finish. Now, Bill is a man, for those who knows him very well, that likes to be in control of everything from A to Z. He wants to be involved. He wants to know what we are doing. He wants to check the spelling, and he needs to make sure we got the grammar right. So at this point in time, it is my pleasure to give you at one point in Bill's presidential career where he hasn't got any clue what I'm going to do. And this is something that is coming from the Secretariat. So please bear with us for about 10 minutes. This is a 10-minute show, just to really recognize Bill. Our plan was to be in Washington, D.C., and we planned it, but obviously for all sorts of reasons we couldn't make it. And we did everything we can to try and get Bill to D.C. and to get Linda together. But every time we try one option, something come up. And then another thing come up. Now, what we've got to show is just a few clips, about 20 slides. And I just want you to follow and just absorb it. Now, you may probably say you know Bill very well. Let me start off with this sort of caricature of Bill Howard. Now, in this particular slide, there is 14 things that I want you to spot in Bill's character. A fantastic president. The question is it noticeable on the things that Bill really loves to do? Now, just look at those pictures, small, medium, and large, and start to see what is it that you can actually gain from that. And I'm going to ask my assistant, Barbara, to be kind, to be slow, to move on to the next slide. And we have 30 seconds for you to guess what you think you can pick up, the 14 items, which things that are memorable to us about Bill. These are the things either he loved to do, he loves to see, he does with us, or through my usual Friday meetings. And I remember saying to Bill that in the President Alan Bentijak time, I used to have my Friday session every hour. And he said, what do you need 1 hour for? I said, don't worry, we have 1 hour. Believe it or not, by the time we come to the end of Bill's time, we're doing 1.5 hours every Friday religiously. So the question, how well have you done in the question? So next slide. See if you can spot everything about Bill. I think, first of all, it's the 5 o'clock. He gets up in the morning. He really gets up in the morning. And he tells me that the birds are always singing when Diana is having her beauty sleep. And then he looks outward, never looking inward. He's always looking outward. That is the issue about the FIDIC contract. He loves reading that. He loves that. He said, Nelson, when I used to be in charge of the contract committee, I've had so many stories about different things going on contract committee. Then the webcam, he did 42. And I can tell you, possibly 45. I've stopped counting. He claimed that to be the digital president. We think he's the most digital president. He may think he's not technically savvy. He's Zoom king. He is always on the Zoom. Always is. Bill will come in. Am I okay? Can you hear my voice? Is my throat okay? And these are the things. And then he prided himself in the 2015 State of the World. He said, Nelson, there's nothing as good as that, but we must get something better. Then move on. There's the nice Nelson o'clock. Every Friday, we have our time together. Believe it or not. Alan, you can recall that. And now it's my Bill and Nelson's time. So we catch up every Friday, and it gets to a point. I said, Bill, I'm having holiday. He said, what do you need holiday for? Do you really need holiday? Are we having a catch-up time? So I say, yes, of course, we do need time. Now the microphone does matter. He liked his gigaphone. He did like his gigaphone. And I wasn't quite sure in the days of Donald Trump, because Bill and I had a number of conversations about Donald Trump. And who is the one that loves the microphone most? But then there's the Red Sox. You know, obviously this comes to me very, very interesting. Now, Bill, as you know, he's a civil engineer, but he will tell you is water. He loves his water. So anything about water is about life. Then the issue about, trust me, I'm an engineer. I know what I'm doing. So it has to be an engineer. Actually, it got to a point where some of my staff feel it very embarrassing. If they're not engineer, will Bill speak to me if I'm not an engineer? I say, yes, Bill is going to speak to you. Don't worry about it. He's going to speak to you. Try to learn his language. And then there's this Zoom time, emergency time, time to start and time to finish. But more important, his yellow highlighter, You know, you send something to Bill, we have got to have the American English on it. And I can say that now loud and clear. We have to get this grammatically right. And I said, Bill, thank you for that. I really appreciate that. But hey, that is the beginning of the chat. The other thing I pick about Bill, you probably don't notice, next slide, please, is about his love for the Northeastern University. And God knows how many times I've heard that, talking about Northeastern University. He's so proud of it, and I actually think it's a commendable one. Bill, I take my hat for you, for your dedication and contribution to the young one and all that you do and say. I've had so many stories about Northeastern, and I think it's something that is worth mentioning. I did say you're not aware of this. You are totally not in control. I am in control for a change. Next slide. I think it's important. Now, you said Bill is a good Zoom king, but he's been practicing since 1982. What you're going to see is a clip of, can you spot Bill in this particular video? You think he's just been an expert in Zoom, but he's been practicing. So Barbara, press this dial, let the dial move.
If you want to get ahead these days, you need an education that works. That's what you get at Northeastern University.
People ask me, why Northeastern? It's a cooperative education program. You can't beat it.
For 3 months, excellent professors teach you what you need for the real world.
Then I work a co-op job like this for 3 months, using what I learned in school and getting paid for the experience.
For me, co-op means 2 things. Experience to help me get a job, and money to help pay for school.
Northeastern offers the programs in demand today: computer science, engineering. I'm in business administration.
I like being in Boston, and Northeastern's right in the middle of it.
I went to Northeastern, and I got an education that works. I'm Bill Howard. During school, my co-op job was here at Camp Dresser and McKee. When I graduated, they hired me. So working not only helped pay for college, it helped me get my foot in the door. I've been moving up ever since because Northeastern gave me all the advantages: excellent academics and on-the-job experience. I'm where I am today because of Northeastern, so call for more information about the cooperative education program. It worked for me, it can work for you.
To find out how you can get an education that works, call now toll-free, 1-800-554-3838. That's 1-800-554-3838.
Well, you can all agree with me. Bill has been practicing since 1982, and he's actually got to become president. That was when he was vice president of CDMC. Now he became president. Now, that was what got through to the television. Do you want to know the one that didn't get through to the television? Play it on.
Wait a minute.
I'm Bill Howard. During school, my co-op job was here at Camp Dresser and McKee. When I graduated, Jesus. So working not only helped pay for college, it helped me get my foot in the door. We'll be coming down in a minute. I'm where I am today because of Northeastern. So call for more information about the cooperative education program. It worked for me, it can work for you.
Northeastern offers the programs in demand today: computer science, engineering. I'm in I'm in business administration.
For 3 months.
People ask me, why Northeastern? It's a cooperative education program. People ask me, whoops, sorry. I like being in Boston, and Northeastern's right in the middle of it.
My apple's getting brown.
Do you want me to read it first?
For me, co-op means two things. Experience to help pay for school, and money.
You want to get ahead these days, you need
It worked for me. It can work for you.
Next slide, please. Well, you probably now can see that Bill has been practicing to become president since 1982. So I'm really pleased, Bill, that we had the opportunity. And on a serious note, and I mean on a serious note, I happen to be an engineer. And actually, I wonder, would I be able to do my job if I am not an engineer? I probably wouldn't have understand Bill, because being an engineer makes me enjoy our Friday conversation and working with Bill. And I do understand what he meant by the passion that it's good to be an engineer because engineers save more lives than doctor. Bill, it's been a pleasure to actually work with you. And this is a composition that's put together by the FIDIC Secretariat. And finally, you may think you're going off. But as Bill said earlier on, you are not going off the past, you're now taking over as the chair of the past president, PPC, the famous past president. So I wish you all the very best. And on behalf of the Secretariat, this is really the last option. Your trophy will be available. Manish is looking after it very well, and other items that we plan to deliver to you in Washington, D.C. Unfortunately, we couldn't do it, but I've been promised by Linda and Manish and the whole of the ACC gang that spring convention next year, by the grace of God, we'll be there to celebrate with you. Bill, Mr. Howard, Mr. President, thank you very much on behalf of the entire board and entire of the Secretariat for all that you've done, your dedication, your passion, your early morning in the morning to support us and everything you've done. Bill, I take my hat off for you. God bless you. Thank you very much. Keep doing what you're doing. And love to Diane for all that she does and the support that she's giving. And hopefully we get to see you both in Geneva next year. Thank you. God bless.
Well, thank you very much, Nelson, for that. That was fantastic and brought back a lot of memories. I know, we've gone on and on, but that actually was a television commercial. They showed it all over the country, and I remember going to Fenway Park to watch my favorite team, the Boston Red Sox, on opening day, and people were pointing and saying, "Oh, this is the Northeastern kids." So it was my chance to shine or whatever. I showed that film, by the way, to my grandchildren a year or two ago. And those of you who saw that picture can realize that maybe I look a little bit different than I did in 1982. People have asked how long I've been in the witness protection program. So now my 4 grandchildren are sitting on the couch, and I put the film in, and they see this kid walking out of an elevator, no expression at all. And then I started to speak. And slowly but surely, they all realize, holy smoke, this is their papa. And they just laugh like crazy. Thanks for sharing that, Nelson. And thanks, Secretariat, for all the very kind words. It's incredibly flattering. And so I don't know what else to say other than a huge thank you. You guys have been great. You work so hard and you do so much. So, and thank you, Alan, and all the past presidents, everyone, for all the support. And Linda, once again, thank you, Linda, and hopefully we'll see you in the spring. Nelson.
Thank you very much, Bill. Thank you.
Everyone.
First of all, I'm glad to say one of your strategies there is diversity in our board, and we set a goal of achieving, 1/3, even though it was never stated, 1/3 by the end of 2024. By today, we've achieved 1/3. Because of the outcome of the result today. So congratulations to our industry for responding to that positive call that we want to achieve 1/3 of gender diversity in 2024. Fantastic. Second point, we are doing the Global Leadership Forum tomorrow. For those who haven't registered, please register. It's the inaugural and it's opportunity. Please be involved. And finally, I would like to see more submission on the award next year. We did everything possible, but I suspect most MA were busy dealing with the issues in their own country. But next year, we hope and pray that things will be much better, and then you have time to submit. As Linda said, there will be more projects coming from the United States. So wherever you are, be safe and take care, and God bless, and thank you very much for your support. Bill, thank you, boss. Good to see you. Take care. Bye. And thanks, Barbara.